Hey y'all, it's me, Kevvie. You may have noticed I'm in a different filming location, and that's because today I have a special guest with me. Come on in.
I'm a person. And my name's Danny, and I go to school.
Yeah, and you're how old now?
I'm 7. No. She's my aunt.
Yeah, that's my little nephew, dear.
Person.
Yeah.
That's a person.
So what kind of books do you like to read?
I like some of the Harry Potter books. Do not like the Twilight Saga. Do not read it. I like to play video games in my spare time.
Yeah.
I like to play Fortnite on my Xbox and mostly Nintendo Switch.
So this week, I let Danny choose my TBR. He picked out 4 books. We both read them, and now we're going to discuss them.
I can show you them. So the first one we're going to talk about is Dogman and Cat Kid.
Ooh, that's a book. So Dogman and Cat Kid is book 4 in the Dogman series.
How did you know that?
I do my research. It's a spin-off on the Captain Underpants series. So the Dogman books are basically the graphic novels written by the kids of Captain Underpants. Thank you. So the Dogman series is about a guy with the body of a pig and the head of a dog.
What? It's
Right?
It's a body of a cop and a head of a dog.
Isn't that what I said?
Oh my fucking shit, lost brain cells.
Okay, so our main character, Dogman. What'd you think of him?
He was alright. I liked Cat Kid better.
Oh, who's Cat Kid? I know who he is, but I'm asking you so you can tell the audience.
Oh, okay. He's a little kitten. No, he's a clone of this bad guy named Petey. He's also a cat. There's Big Petey and Little Petey. Little Petey like this big.
This big.
No, this big.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
that
I'm sorry.
simple.
There. The titular Cat Kid is Little Petey, who is
Yeah.
the clone / son of Petey.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars. It's kind of like Star Wars. Let's say Petey is Darth Vader, and Little Petey is Luke.
Oh,
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, see?
I
You've
am
gotten
your
more.
father. Yeah, so the story of Dogman and Cat Kid is that Petey is trying to teach Little Petey to be a villain like him, but really he just wants to be all kind and friendly.
Did you know I like pizza?
Ooh, me too. What do you like on your pizza?
Pepperoni and cheese. That's the only things I basically like on mine.
Those are very good.
Okay, wait, I want to start a war in the comments. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no?
Dogman is visited by a babysitter named Mrs. Suspicion Flame. Kinda sus. Very sus. But yeah, it's very obviously...
Petey.
Yeah, see, the cat, or the babysitter
It's
was
backwards in the camera.
That's okay.
Everybody knows that.
Petey. Yeah, then the book also has Flip-O-Rama.
In my opinion, that's like a whole nother level of books.
Yeah, it's like a flip book, but just for like 2 pages.
Yeah.
So you put your hand here, covering the child. There we go, we can see him again. And then you just go back and forth. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah.
Oh, and Dogman's just like my teacher's dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my teacher's dog loves Friday at doggy daycare because that day is tennis ball Friday.
Oh, and then they went all Morton Salt Girl with the bad guy. So this book's classic references were to East of Eden.
Who's East of Eden?
It is a classic book from a long time ago.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
And if I'm sitting at home, but I'm here on the screen. One of my favorite lines from this book was actually a quote from East of Eden. And now that you don't have to be perfect, you can be good.
I don't see it.
Here, now
Who
you can
says it? Who says it?
She does.
Oh.
Yeah, being perfect is unattainable, and the pressure to try to be perfect is daunting. It's harrowing. But once you've allowed yourself the freedom from perfection, just stop worrying about trying to be perfect and just be yourself.
Then you get the perfection.
No, you don't get perfection. No one ever gets perfection. You just do you and do your best. And that's what matters. So I really liked that. It was a really nice quote. And I was surprised to see it pop up in Dogman. It was really nice. The next book we read was book 9 in the Dogman series, called Grime and Punishment.
Because we didn't know the timeline before this.
In this book, Dogman loses his job and has to find a way to get back on the force.
So what I want to point out in this book, all of the officers are complete stupid, besides the mayor. In the start, he was pretty mean, but in the end, he got bad karma with his house burning down with his teddy bear in it.
But didn't they save the teddy bear?
Spoilers.
Well, I think the house burning down is a spoiler, too. But honestly, I feel like Dogman should have filed a discrimination lawsuit because he was fired for behaving like a dog, and, like, he is a dog, so that's how he's gonna behave. Like, that's just discrimination. And then there's this side plot where Petey and little Petey are processing their feelings towards Grandpa. Petey is full of hatred towards his father.
Can I tell everyone why?
Yeah.
When Petey was a little kitten, Grandpa Petey left Petey. So the grandpa left Petey when his mother was dying. Then in the book, they sadly go to the mother's grave.
Oh. But while Petey wants nothing to do with his father, little Petey thinks he should forgive and forget and show him love. Then this dynamic escalates until Grandpa turns into the supervillain of this book.
And there's even a reference to Clue.
Oh, I see.
Because there's 3 endings in Clue, and there's 3 endings here.
Yes, communism is just a red herring.
What?
That's the thing from Clue.
If I was a murderer, I would kill you next. I said if!
We read 2 different Dogman books for this video.
Yes.
Which one did you like better?
Shrek.
Which one of them had Shrek in it? I must have skipped that chapter.
I tricked you with this Shrek part. I like Dogman and Cat Kid better.
I personally, even though I really loved that quote at the end of Dogman and Cat Kid, I did like Grime and Punishment better. Next, we read The Tower Treasure, the first book from the Hardy Boys series. See, it's the Hardy Boys. Everybody knows who the Hardy Boys are. 2 well-mannered kids aspiring to be detectives, trying to solve crimes on their own. So I always thought that the Hardy Boys were younger, like maybe your age or like 12 or something. I mean, like, they look like babies on the cover.
But they're actually almost going to college because they mentioned that in the book.
Yeah,
they're like high school.
They're 18. They're 18 and riding motorcycles. Do these people ride motorcycles? They were not at all what I was expecting them to be. So the book starts out with their friend's car getting stolen. Then there's a jewel robbery, and one of their friend's fathers gets blamed and fired and arrested. So the Hardy Boys try to track down the thief and find the missing jewels so that they can clear their friend's father's name and have his reputation restored. Well, first when they finally find their friend's car, there was a red wig in it, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then they use that to track down some known criminal, Jackley. That was his name, Red Jackley. Their father, who is a real detective, tries to track him down, and in the chase, the dude gets in an accident and winds up in a coma. So Private Detective Smuff is one of their competitors in trying to solve this case, and he's about to blow the whole thing, so the boys need to cause a distraction to prevent him from going to see the coma dude.
What was the distraction, Kevvie?
Thank you for asking, kiddo. They go to this grocery store where they're friends with the owner, and they're like, let us watch the store for an hour. So they send the owner home, set a fire in the back, and then force Smuff to come in and put out the fire.
Did he put out the fire?
Which delays Smuff enough to miss his flight, ensuring that Detective Hardy would get to speak to Jack Lee first.
When he comes around, the father gets Jack Lee's confession, stating that he hid the jewels in the old tower.
The old tower.
So the thief's dead.
So the mansion the jewels were stolen from has 2 towers, like the Lord of the Rings. But one of them's a new tower, and one of them's an old tower. So they check the old tower, find nothing. They check the new tower, find nothing. They check the grounds of the mansion. Nothing.
Except flowers.
Oh yeah, someone buried bulbs, but not like the way you bury them to grow them, like buried them in a box. They start to look into our dead bad guy, Jack Lee, and find out he used to work as a maintenance dude for the train. And so then they go to his old station.
And find an old water tower.
Yeah, while they're having lunch, they find 2 water towers, a new one and an old one.
Yeah, so the treasure has to be in the new water tower.
The old one, but yeah.
The old one.
Yeah. So they go up into that water tower and they find the treasure.
But some hobo finds them and they're like, that's my treasure!
Mm-hmm. And then that poopy face locks them in.
Then...
But it's a non-issue when they get out, like, right away.
Yeah, but the thing that the hobo said was like, I'm gonna leave you in here and I'm gonna be back in here like a week or so. So
He's like, yep, I'm in no hurry.
Yeah.
I'll just wait till y'all are dead.
And then I'm gonna leave your dead body behind and I'm not even gonna report you to your father and then he's not even gonna find your dead body.
Brutal.
Yep.
But yeah, so they get out, they take the jewels, and the day is saved, and Robinson, their friend's dad, is saved, and everyone's happy except for that other private detective. So what did you think of the book overall?
It was a 50-50.
Yeah?
50 out of 10. I mean 50 out of 100. I
Okay.
would give it a 5 out of 10.
So it was pretty good.
Yeah. No, a
Yeah.
6 out of 10 now.
Yeah. Finally, we read a book all about Danny's favorite TV show.
Gravity Falls! The Gravity Falls! Oh, yeah, a little Easter egg I want to point out in the show. So, somewhere near the last episode, the gravity actually falls.
I get it.
The
It
fans
falls.
probably saw that. I hope you know that.
So the book is Gravity Falls, Tales of the Strange and Unexplained. Bedtime stories based on your favorite episodes. The Grunkle Stan edition.
Even though there's no more edition. It's about some kids and their mom and dad think, yeah, we can't keep you. We just want to disown you. So before we disown you, just go to your Grunkle Stan for the summer. Then we'll find your new adopter.
And what are the kids' names?
Dipper and Mabel.
Yes, Dipper and Mabel. So this book is essentially summaries of different episodes told from the perspectives of Dipper and Mabel. One of my favorite things about this book was at the end of each episode summary, they had
Grunkle Stan talk about it.
Yeah, they told it from Grunkle Stan's perspective. And
That's why it's called the Grunkle Stan edition.
and he's very funny and just an old sourpuss.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of episodes in here. What are some of your favorite episodes?
I mostly like the Weird Mageddon series.
Oh, so the finale.
Yeah, I like the finale, but I really wish they made a movie. Okay, so I want one of you guys in the comments make a Gravity Falls movie and make it age appropriate so I can watch it. Please, I'm begging one of you. Please, I'm begging you. It will make my day if you guys made that. Please. And make it like an hour long.
You know what my favorite episode is?
What?
It's the one with the bottomless pit, where they throw all their stuff in and then they accidentally all fall in.
Yeah, but then they lose their stuff and they're like, where the heck did this go?
And they're falling and falling and falling for the whole episode. Oh, the pig! Waddles. I love Waddles. He's a pig named Waddles. Let's see, look at Waddles.
I'm Waddles.
Oink, oink.
Oink, oink.
Oh, yeah, so he's a pig and he's becomes Mabel's pet, and it's super cute, and then he's like there for the rest of the series. And then I love when they go and they meet the unicorns. See, they meet unicorns, and they're all unicorny and stuff.
And one dude throws up rainbows.
But then it turns out that the unicorns are actually just jerks. Because, like, they keep telling Mabel, oh, you're not pure of heart. And so she tries to be better and good and stuff. And she's like, you're still not good of heart. And then the other ones are like, yo, stop that.
There was a big boss battle, too.
Between the girls and the unicorns.
I bet you can't know who won. You want to tell them?
The girls won. And they got to steal a bunch of money and stuff. And hair.
Why?
Unicorn hair. It's probably magical or something. So there we have the 4 books that Danny and I read together. I had a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, thank you for reading with me.
You're welcome.
Do you have any suggestions for what Danny and I should read next?
I suggest asking us to read some Pokemon books.
Oh.
Please. Just pretty please.
Yeah, let us know down in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if it pleases and sparkles,
I'll see you in the next video.
mwah!